Intense energy. That's all I can say about this day. And my goodness, the energy stays with us for 2 weeks. There are moments that ask us to reflect quietly, and then there are moments like this that rip the blindfold off, that swing the doors wide open, that dare us to finally see the truth that we have been trying to avoid in earnest. This energy doesn't wait for permission, and it's not here to maintain the comfort zone. It's here to burn through it. Burn through it. Okay? Today brings a surge of clarity, and it doesn't ask, are you ready? It declares it's time. The stories we've been telling ourselves are unraveling. The beliefs we've been clinging to are shifting. And suddenly, the path forward doesn't look like it used to because we have grown. We cannot go back to who we were before this truth rose to the surface. So, pull up a chair, please. Have a seat, join me as we gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy. And my hope is that by the end of our time together, you now have the insight to go forward with a confidence, with clarity, with love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here today. Thank you for all of the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus, June the 11th, 2025. If you like what I do here too, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a heart in the comment. It motivates me. It motivates me to show up more and more. I mean, I read in the comments the other day, it doesn't matter. I take criticism very well. Please start, you didn't say please start. You said I liked it when you used to do, the weeklies for the zodiac and the monthlies for the zodiac. And that's one of my favorite parts too. But until I can fit it in consistently, guys, because I try and then life takes over and I've got so much on the go that it really needs to be priorities in my life as well. Not that you're not a priority. I wouldn't want you to think that. I've gone through hell and high water sometimes to be here for you. Trust me. Leave me a comment. I want to do things like that again. Absolutely. And I'm starting to get into gear again. I'm starting to finally, after I was ill, it's taken me an incredible amount of time to kind of get myself where I can consistently do things again. So it's been a struggle for me. So bear with me. And, and that's why I'm doing the blogs right now, so that you have a little bit of information of how this affects you personally and what you can do with that energy in order to grow successes in your life. So anyways, enough of my shameless plug there. June 11th, 2025. So the energy of the 11, the energy of the master number 11 appears on this day. And it is asking us to please release the things that we hold on to, that weigh us down, that burden us, that keeps us tied to the past in some way, that makes us small. And to make that declaration to yourself, that promise to yourself, set that goal. Step into a passion, a dream, a desire of yours, something that will fulfill you in so many ways. And then show up for it. Give it your focus. Give it your attention. The attention you know it needs in order to grow into that success that you can see in your imagination, to make it tangible, to make it real, to make it come alive. And when we do those things, when we actively try to do those things, things start appearing in our lives. Because those things are already on its way to us. How quickly it shows up is how much we prepare and consistently show that we want this in our life. Okay, if we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 6 plus an 11 plus a 9 is a 26. I know some numerologists would break the 11 down as a 2, but I say we shouldn't ever mess with master numbers. They're there for a reason. But the lesser energy would be a 2, okay? And that's where you find your magic within you, your talents, your abilities, and you start utilizing who you are, that unique self, to really move yourself forward in the way that you can, that only you can. Anyways, 6 plus 11 plus a 9 is a 26 energy, and a 26 energy is about showing up and doing the work. The consistency, the dedication, the focus brings rewards to us. And if we add the 2 plus 6 and finally get to our number of the day, it would be an 8 energy, which is about creating prosperity in our lives. Understanding different ways of doing it. Maybe it is tightening our belts. Maybe it is starting a new business, whatever it might be. This is a day that we take a step forward in our financial security. I just need a drink, so sorry. Hang on. Well, that's pretty bone dry. Okay. Sun is in Gemini. Our moon is in Sagittarius, and we have a full moon in Sagittarius at 20 degrees. And yes, I will leave the link in the description box to the blog so you can find out how this full moon affects you personally. But let's get back to you. So at 20 degrees, so the 20. I see new paths forming in my head, and that doesn't really match with the 20 energy so much. The 20 energy, I think, is it could be the death and rebirth. So it could be very much about letting go of certain things and seeing new paths before us, and having to make the decision to move in new paths, forward in new ways. Redefining who we are, redefining our truths, redefining, what we stand for, our values, which isn't necessarily the actual numerology, but you could conceive it like that. And that's what I'm getting, so that's what I'm sticking with. 2 plus 0 is a 2 energy, and that is about discovering, recognizing, seeing the magic that is all around you. And I think more importantly, to go within, to sit and contemplate the magic that is within you, your talents, your abilities, your unique self. There is something about this full moon that feels like it's cracking open the sky, or it's cracking something open within us. And I don't think it's going to be gentle, and I don't think it's going to be quiet. I think it is a very good full moon for us, absolutely. But it's going to bring up the big stuff. It's going to bring up the truth that we've been avoiding, because who is the ruler of Sagittarius but Jupiter? Jupiter just changed signs. Jupiter was in all kinds of squares. I mean, if the blogs are there, you can go back several days and watch the videos all through again. The astrology part, of course. And realize Jupiter is creating a little bit of havoc right now. And since that's the ruler for Sagittarius, this moon has to create a little bit of havoc. So it could be the truth we've been avoiding, the dreams that we've been talking about, but we're not living. The part of us that knows we were meant for far more than what we are settling for now. It's a revelation. It's a moment of clarity that doesn't come from overthinking, but from a higher knowing. So yes, sit in quiet contemplation. Talk to your higher self. Talk to your maker. Talk to the angels. Talk to the universe. Talk to yourself. The Sag energy wants freedom. It wants truth. It wants growth. It wants expansion. But a full moon in Sagittarius reveals where we've been holding ourselves back. Where we've settled for comfort instead of trusting what we know deep within our soul. And when we see it, we won't be able to unsee it. We cannot unknow it. So I guess the only thing left to ask is, what are we going to do with that now that it's been revealed to us? So Sagittarius is the seeker, the explorer, the one who's willing to take a risk. Especially if it means finding a deeper meaning, or we're being asked to confront our beliefs. Maybe about the world, maybe about our future, maybe about what we think is possible. And then we're going to look at those beliefs and understand how it's shaping our lives. So this energy could feel very restless. We might have that feeling, that urge to escape, to break free, to question everything we thought we knew. Okay, and we're going to see that on a world front as well, I think, where we are going to be fed a lot of information, and we're going to have to maybe pull it back and just not buy into everything that's being said and form our own conclusions based on what we believe, our beliefs, our values. To not get caught up in the hype, because that's going to allow you to lose yourself, because you're going to be caught up in somebody else's drama rather than your own. And you need to really concentrate on your own drama and only your own drama. So take a step back from trying to stay plugged into the news and stuff. Different videos that are coming out, to trust in yourself, okay, and what you believe. Yeah. And it's okay. It's okay to ask yourself if what you were thinking was really the truth. Because it's all about honesty. It's all about trusting what is stirring within us. And trusting it even though we don't know where it's going to lead us. So speak our truth. Even if it shakes things up, say what needs to be said. This is your moment to release what's been weighing on your heart. Okay? So it is about your priorities, what's going on in your life, where you need to have that conversation, where you need to maybe sell yourself on an idea, sell an idea, or to believe yourself, to step into your dream. Because everybody's going to be talking about different dreams, their dreams that you can step into right now, okay? Pull away from that. Speak your truth. Reevaluate your beliefs, your goals, the direction you're taking. Ask yourself, am I still aligned with the path I'm walking? Or am I more attached to the plan because it was such a good plan, but it's really not inspiring me anymore? It doesn't fill me with passion the way it once did. Or, and look at that big picture. Okay? Don't bypass the finer details. Okay, that's important right now too, but look at the bigger picture. And the urge to break free may be very strong. Okay, but we need to ask ourselves whether we're running towards something or we're running away from something. And if you feel trapped, this is a time when we seek distractions instead of asking for deeper questions to take it to the next level and beyond. The discomfort is the doorway. So don't run from it. Lean into what it's trying to show you. This full moon in Sagittarius, no, it's not going to be subtle. It doesn't want us to stay safe. It doesn't want us to stay small. It doesn't want us to stay hidden. It wants to break something wide open. Not hurt us, free us. It brings the clarity we didn't know we needed. Maybe we didn't even ask for the clarity. Maybe we were liked staying in the dark. But once it's here, we see the path ahead much differently. So this is our chance to step outside our comfort zone, to reclaim our truth, to move forward with an honesty, a faith, a purpose. The real magic begins the moment we say yes to what is calling us, even if that scares us. Okay, let's go to the cards. Who did we have at the bottom? Look at this, Page of Pentacles. It's about believing in the possibilities, okay? We said it was a money energy. Here we have a Pentacles at the bottom. Well, we talked about the numerology and we talked about the astrology, telling us that we can have great prosperity, great abundance in our life. But what scares us from actually stepping into that path? The path that has been meant for you this whole time. Okay, let's shuffle the cards before I get back up on that soapbox. Okay, underlying energy is the Two of Wands. What are we calling to come into our path, into our world? What is in our imagination now that we want to make tangible? We want to manifest. We want to make real. We want to give birth to it. We want to create it. We want to invent it. What is that thing? Because surely we can call upon it. We can ask it to come. We have our arms open, ready to receive. But we've also done something else. This card points out something that is very important for us to do. We got to clear the clutter around us. We can't have all this baggage. We can't have these things that work against us. Maybe it's a habit. Maybe it's a behavior. Maybe it's the way we roll out our day. Maybe we need to start doing things a little bit differently in order to get a new result. Because if we keep doing the same thing day after day and expect a different result, well, that is actually the definition of insanity, isn't it? So this card is saying the more we clear it out, the clutter, what prevents us from going forward, to remove that obstacle, that limitation, to break through that glass ceiling, to step outside our comfort zones, to break the complacency, what we call safe. The Hangman. So we need to back it up. We need to, we're looking at things under a new perspective here because we're looking at things upside down, but we're not struggling here. In fact, we almost look like we're in a meditative state because we are reviewing our situations of the present. What's happening, what needs to happen, what we want to have happen, what it will take to make that happen. And we're not getting all emotional about it. And this is hard because it's a full moon and it's all about our emotions. So somehow we have to back it up into a meditative state where we can disconnect our emotion from what we are looking at to see it under new light. This is a time when we need to ask ourselves, where do I have control in my life? Where do I want control in my life? Where do I actually need control in my life? What can I let go of? Taking out the garbage every week. I was good to let go of that control in a heartbeat. Boom. Nailed it. Slam dunk. Mic drop. So, there are things in your life right now that you can easily not be in control of any longer. And that only opens you up to being in control of the things that truly matter in your life with more strength, more surety. This is about being present. This is about being in the moment. This is about knowing that yesterday cannot be changed and tomorrow is only a theory. That now matters. So what can I do in the now? Not a year from now, not 6 months from now, not even tomorrow. What can I do today? What is that little bit? I'm talking about all this grass I got to cut. And, every day I go out there for an hour with the lawnmower and I get, another 10 feet into the lawn. But I've got 2 acres to do like that. And you know what? When I started out at the front, I thought, my goodness, it's going to take me the whole summer to get down there. I'm almost like halfway now, and I've been giving it, that hour every day. Of course, I look like complete mess doing it, but until I'm done it, I'm going to look like a complete mess, so bear with me. 2 of Cups, new relationships, new ideas. I hear new structures to lean on. New structures. That's interesting. Okay. So take that as you will, because I have nothing more than that. So this is something new. This is something different. This is something that you normally wouldn't look at, or maybe be in a relationship with that kind of person. Maybe if it is relationship related, it could be that you come from different countries and different traditions, and maybe even a different language, a different way of doing things, different foods to eat, different ceremonies and rituals and family gatherings that, and it opens you up to uncomfortable, yes, but exciting and new and different, and you grow from that. Even if you don't like it, you grow from that. But it's something very different from, so it could be that you're offered a job, but it's in something that you really don't know a lot about. You're curious about it, yeah, but I don't know if I'd be good at that. And so you take it on just to see, you're doing, see how you like it the first 2 months. And if you don't, you'll go elsewhere and look somewhere else. But it opens you up. It might open you up to that next person who introduces you to that next person that changes your life. You never know why you do some of the things you do, but it is all somehow orchestrated in a way that we never could have even imagined. So when we try and orchestrate it ourselves, we're just putting limitations on them doing their jobs well. We have the Queen of Cups back. Queen of Cups, we sit there in our safety and our harmony and our free spirit, feeling alive, and we ask ourselves, where do I want to go next? How am I going to fill that cup? And here's the secret to this. It's how much you love yourself will directly affect how much you put in that cup. How much you believe that you deserve or you are worthy of is how much you're going to put into that cup. I say, fill it up to the point where it gets almost like a little scary. Like, wow, if that were to happen, maybe something that you think that you could adjust to, but oh my gosh, if that really happened, could I really adjust? I don't know. We'll get an oracle card here. See how they want to paraphrase all that. And we have open your heart, the 10 energy. Open your heart. Ten energy says we're moving seasons. And being a full moon, we're absolutely moving seasons. We're ending a season. What were the goals you set a month ago for yourself? How have you done? Where could you improve? Where could you pull away from it? What changes would you make to your strategy going forward? On the same project, on something new? A new goal, a new desire. Open your heart. The truth of our world, nature, and environment is love. This is eternal love that makes no demands, has no expectations, and does not place limits or conditions on us. There is an opportunity for each and every person to experience love at its deepest level if they're willing to be open. Love can and will flow into your heart, but only if you allow it. It will change your perception, nurture and hold you, and even give you the strength to endure hardship. So take a moment, open your heart, and allow love to bring you joy, serenity, renewed energy, passion, and total unrelenting happiness. Please open your heart to loving yourself with those words. And I hope you pause the video and go back and hear that once again. Imagining you turning that kind of love onto yourself. And then watch your world transform. We'll get an animal card, and of course then we will do a journey of love card since it is a full moon. So more about loving yourself as well as others. But first, let's peek with the animals and see what they have to say. And we have keep breathing. Keep breathing with the dolphin. Dolphin doesn't really show up all that much. In all the years I've had I think it's only had one time where the dolphin was actually, something that was showing up a couple of times. But dolphin is kind of like jump in, jump out. I saw a video today, actually. It was like 5,000 dolphins. And it looked like they were in like a marathon race. They were all jumping. Oh my gosh, it was just breathtaking. How do you even get a picture like that? Journal, water, energy shift, breathing. Focus on the act of breathing clears the mind of all daily distractions and clears our energy, enabling us to better connect with the spirit within. Dolphin knows that you have been caught off guard and wants to remind you that stressful situations induce panic, which causes continued panic, continued stress. Try to meditate, enroll in a yoga class, participate in some form of exercise, even if it's just for 10 minutes a day. Dolphin feels that a water-based exercise could work best for you. Exercise works similar to meditating, but also serves us as an outlet of sorts. Release your sadness by crying. We all need a release. Get a makeover, an ego boost by getting your hair or your nails done, new clothes. All these things may help you catch your breath and enjoy the moment. Don't grab the rose-colored glasses, but think positively about something, anything. Look within yourself and see what needs to be changed and take action. More times than not, it's because you stopped loving yourself. Remember that there is nothing you cannot be, there is nothing you cannot do, and there is nothing you cannot have. I just love the way Spirit works. They bring it all together regardless of what we're looking at. My gosh, you're talking about. It doesn't matter what energy you use. It all comes back to the same. Take some time for yourself and spend it by water. Take out a journal and write while experiencing the sea air. If you can't get away, soak in a bathtub, add some sea salts, or purchase a desktop fountain, or it says get a CD, but most of us can't even play CDs with our electronics in the house these days. So maybe you just want to go online and get something that evokes the feeling of being by water. Be careful with spending, though, okay? I wouldn't, be very careful with spending, especially if it's money that you don't already have. Okay? For the next couple of weeks. So, I forgot to put a card in there. So let's just put that in there. It might be the one that wanted to come out. As it called my attention. We should have looked at it to see if it did come out. Okay, Journey of Love. I love this deck. Absolutely love this deck. If you want to know about the deck, I've got a link to the Amazon. You do help me if you purchase the deck, but you know what? I use Amazon as a reference to get more information about the deck I want to purchase because it's hard, right? You only get like 3 pictures this way and 3 pictures that way. So it's nice to read all the comments of people that have it and what they thought about it. And anyways, oh my gosh, it's so not colorful at all. 14 falling. Okay. It's very short. Most of these are long. They're usually very colorful. Like that's how the deck looks. It's brimming with color, these cards, but not this one. So the poem, very short, 3 lines. Is it wrong to love? To feel what I hold inside, the answer must wait. Don't worry. You may fear you are falling, but isn't just your soul diving deeper into the ocean of bliss? Are you sensing parts of your life flying away from you, out of your control, as the momentum of your divine surrender takes over and becomes more powerful than the old adhesive between you and what no longer serves? Laugh, cry, celebrate, ponder. Whether it makes sense or not, you are likely a perfect ripe fruit falling from the universal tree, succulent and ready to be enjoyed for all that you are. If you wait any longer, this moment will be lost and you'll end up on the ground, having to decay and go to seed and start the whole process over again. It's not so bad, but what a shame if your sweet nectar was not to be savored by the hungry world. You deserve to be declared the most delicious, juicy fruit that ever was. So fall. You'll end up exactly where you are meant to be. This oracle contains a message for you. You are being called closer to the divine union and into the fulfillment of your destiny now. It is safe for you to trust what is happening. Go with it. Go with the flow. It might seem like you are being asked to take a leap of faith. It's the right timing for that. It's your time to give yourself in love without holding back anything of yourself. So fall. Take that leap. Step out of your comfort zone. Color outside the lines. Follow your heart, your gut, your inner wisdom, your intuition. Follow your heart with curiosity of what lays before you as the next chapter. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.